Daniel chapter number 14, verses number 34 through 37. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up my eyes unto heaven, and my understanding returned unto me, and I blessed the Most High. And I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he does according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. And none can stay his hand or say unto him, What doest thou? At the same time my reason returned unto me, and for the glory of my kingdom my honor and brightness returned unto me, and my counselors and my lords sought unto me. So I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all whose works are truth, and his ways judgment, and those that walk in pride he is able to abase. Now we are wrapping up chapter number 4, and the king is talking about what happened and how he actually snapped out of it. You see, he first acknowledged when he lifted up his eyes unto heaven, and his mind understanding returned unto him, and he started praising and extolling and giving God glory and honor. That's when everything came back, his reason, his thoughts, who he was and what he was doing. It sounds very much like the story of the prodigal son, Luke 15:13. We remember the prodigal son who went to his father and told him, Give me all of my portion. And when the father gave him his portion of the inheritance, he went and sold everything that he had, and then squandered it with riotous living, with prostitutes and carousing and all sorts of things. And then he was hungry and would have eaten what the swine eat. We know a Jewish boy would never do such a dastardly thing, but that's how low he got. And then when he came to himself, he realized that his father's servants are doing better than him. He's going to go back to his father. And we see when the prodigal son realized what was going on and went back to the forgiving father, he was forgiven. The same thing with King Nebuchadnezzar. He went from eating grass like an ox, hair grown like feathers, nails like claws, to praising God and giving God the glory and acknowledging. Now, we see something that's happening here in this story that you really don't see. The king, when he was restored, he received more honor and more glory. And what king do you read about is absent from his throne, completely disappeared for any length of time, and able to come back and receive his throne and receive even more honor and glory? Now, I myself wondered about this. I thought about this and I was like, how can this be? But this is our opinion. You are welcome to accept it. But we believe that Daniel was praying and interceding for the king all the time while his illness had affected him. And because of Daniel's intercessory prayers unto God, God had mercy on the king, allowed the king to realize who he was so he can restore him. and he was restored back to his own throne and with more honor and glory. Because if you look at this, this does not happen in history very much, where someone do something of this sort and restore and is restored back. Like we said, this could have been a 7-year period. This could have been a 3-year period, depending all on how you want to calculate the 7 times. But we can say one thing for certain. This is without a doubt God moving. God, we bless you and we give you glory. We give you honor and we give you praise. We ask that you have your way. Be glorified and be magnified.